The flames were through all 4 floors of that building.
3 buildings are destroyed in a massive fire at an apartment complex under construction in Provo.
Sundance wraps up in Park City after the film festival award winners are announced.
Only we're here for work, for make a family a good life.
On a day without immigrants, several businesses across the state close in protest against President Donald Trump's immigration policies. Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Brooke Christensen.
And I'm Dara Layton. Investigators are working to determine what caused a massive fire that destroyed 3 apartment buildings under construction early Saturday morning in South Provo.
Universe Live reporter Andrew Bean was on the scene shortly after the blaze broke out. Andrew, we understand the fire caused some power outages.
I'm here on Center Street at the scene of the fire, where there used to be 3 more apartment buildings, just like this one. Now, the flames also damaged several power lines, leaving multiple homes in this area without power. The Provo Fire Department got the call just before 3 a.m. on Saturday. Fire crews arrived within minutes to find one building completely on fire.
It was pretty tall, so if you think 4 stories, that building was probably 50 plus feet tall, and the flames were through all 4 floors of that building.
Captain Atherton says the fire spread quickly, reaching 2 other buildings before firefighters could stop the flames just short of a 4th building. Fire crews kept the flames from spreading beyond the construction site. The fire hit close to home for Walter Adams, quite literally. He lives just 1 block away.
If there's a fire, you got to get out quick because that's the way it looked, man. The wind shifted, and that's the only reason why, we're standing here in this building right now.
Provo power crews restored electricity to most nearby homes by 8 a.m., with the remaining homes getting power at 10. While authorities are still investigating the cause of the fire, the Provo Police Department are asking for any information or footage of the fire to be submitted via their Facebook page. Reporting for Universe Live, I'm Andrew Bean.
Thanks, Andrew. The Provo Fire Department estimates the damage to cost around $4.5 million.
Several Utah businesses, including all 9 Rancho Market locations, are open again after closing their doors on Monday as part of the nationwide protest, A Day Without Immigrants. Shoppers looking for groceries and coffee saw closed doors and vacant stores across the Wasatch Front. The Day Without Immigrants protest encouraged immigrants to stay home in protest of President Trump's deportation policies. It led to the closure of businesses and schools across Utah and the country, including here in Provo.
Only we're here for work, for make a family a good life. We are good people, we are worker people.
Vilma says these peaceful protests are just an effort to show that immigrants are hardworking people who want to make a good life for themselves and their families.
A bill targeting illegal immigrants thought to be involved in organized crime makes it out of the committee on Capitol Hill. SB 90 requires a mandatory jail sentence for certain drug and theft crimes. The bill also provides that those who are sentenced may not be deported until after they serve their entire jail sentence. The proposal is intended to target previously deported and convicted criminals in Utah. It now moves to the full Senate for consideration.
Utah Senator John Curtis comes face to face with Utah's military leaders at Hill Air Force Base.
I had an amazing morning today at Hill Air Force Base.
Senator Curtis met with the base's personnel to see the military's asset advancements and discuss its role in national defense, military readiness, and strategic deterrence. The base is Utah's largest military installation and is critical in maintaining the modernization of the nation's air power. The senator received briefings on many of the base's programs and crafts.
Mormon Women for Ethical Government are using quilting to express their concerns to Senator Mike Lee and John Curtis. They're writing down what's troubling them about the current federal administration and stitching their thoughts into 2 huge quilts, one for each senator. Dagan Buse takes us through the lens to show us how the organizers hope their stitching will make a difference.
Yeah, today was really an event that came out of a member, Jessica. She kind of had this idea to voice her opinion about the Constitution, and she really wanted to communicate to Lee and Curtis how she felt. And she went to MWIG members and said, hey, do you guys want to do this with me? And we just rallied behind her.
I wanted to do something where I knew my voice would be more likely to be heard. Right now it's really difficult to get through to our members of Congress. Their phone lines are busy, their mailboxes are full. And so I thought, well, this is a way to make our voices stand out and be a little bit more noticeable.
So MWAG is Mormon Women for Ethical Government, and we're really about empowering women to be proactive peacemakers within their communities, within the government, and so we're here just to make women feel comfortable and have the education and support to voice their opinions.
Well, when we're done with all of this, we'll be able to take the quilts to our senators' offices, and we hope that they will listen. We hope that they will hear our views and pay attention.
The quilt will be delivered to Senator Mike Lee and John Curtis's offices. Demonstrators hope that their quilted message will turn the attention of the senators to the voices of the women they represent.
A Utah stake of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is bringing comfort to refugees around the world, one blanket at a time. During the peak of COVID-19, members of the Sandy Crescent Utah stake wanted to find ways to serve. When they found out that Lifting Hands International was looking for new blankets to send to refugees, the Stake Relief Society presidency organized a blanket donation drive. It's become a yearly tradition that has attracted extra attention with help from the church's service project app, Just Serve.
It's just the best. Your heart just swells when you see people, you know, remembering to take a minute to be kind and to think of others around the world that they don't even know, but they want to send their love and a blanket to them.
This year, the Relief Society collected almost 550 blankets. They have collected nearly 3,000 blankets total since 2020.
The Provo, Orem, and Lehigh areas are receiving national recognition for its economic growth and innovation. The nonprofit group Heartland America ranked the three cities together as the 9th top-performing metro areas in the country. The study looked at factors like job growth, wages, and business activity across 380 U.S. cities. Orem City Council member Tom McDonald credits the city's success to its people.
It's the people who live here. I mean, it's the ingenuity of the people and the educational systems. Both Brigham Young University and Utah Valley University both have phenomenal entrepreneurship programs.
McDonald says Orem keeps turning out a talented workforce that helps fuel economic growth, thanks in part to strong support from local universities. The Salt Lake City Murray area also made Heartland's list, ranking 22nd for overall metros.
Nearly 16,000 films and episodic works competed for a spot at this year's Sundance Film Festival, but only 151 scored a premiere. For many, simply securing a spot at the festival is an honor. Nonetheless, the Sundance Institute hosted an award ceremony for the films with the largest impacts on audiences. Universe Live reporter Emily May talked to some award winners about their experiences premiering their work at the Sundance Film Festival.
The Sundance Film Festival is coming to a close here in Park City. After more than a week of screenings, a selected jury and some festival goers voted for the winning films at this year's awards ceremony, recognizing each film's artistic and cinematic achievements. The 2025 Sundance Film Festival's Jury and Audience Awards ceremony took place on January 31st at the Ray Theater, honoring filmmakers and thanking them for the stories they shared.
Everybody who has made it into this festival is a winner.
Awards went to directors, screenwriters, editors, and actors for dramatic, documentary, and the most innovative films.
It's been 8 years of hard work, and we have been absolutely humbled to premiere here.
I want this award to be in honor of all the film directors who are currently working in Ukraine, who are risking their lives, because it's very dangerous to work right now in Ukraine.
It's my first Sundance, but it's really great. The conversations that it sparks, the feedback with audience, the opportunities to connect with other filmmakers.
Sundance remains a really safe space for creatives from all over the world.
It's like a platform you always wants to go, and finally actually coming here and showing your film, watching it with all the global audience, that feeling was just amazing.
I could feel the audience leaning in because they were just invested, and I've seen the film so many times, but I got to watch them go through the journey.
Every screening, somebody either came up to me who went through the criminal justice system and resonated with the story, or knew someone that went through it, and a lot of talks, a lot of tears.
All a director wants is for the audience to connect with their story. It's the best thing a director can ask for.
The overall festival favorite award went to Come See Me in the Good Light, voted on by Sundance audiences. The Sundance Film Festival will return right here next year for more masterful films and impactful storytelling. Reporting from Park City for Universe Live, I'm Emily May.
Thanks, Emily. Looking forward to next year's films.
If you thought disco was dead, think again. Classic Fun Center hosted a roller skating disco championship last weekend, bringing funk and grooves back to Provo and Orem. Skaters laced up and hit the rink, showcasing their best moves in a night filled with retro music and flashing lights. One of the past champions, Peter Miller, officiated the event. Miller says the college scene plays a big role in keeping disco skating alive.
This is the only place where it's Halloween every Saturday night. I'm telling you, man, you gotta get dressed up.
The competition featured separate rounds for men and women. Each participant got a chance to skate a lap and show off their signature moves. The top 3 winners of each round received prizes, but who picked the winner? It was all up to the crowd.
It's a sport where rodeo meets skiing.
I love that adrenaline. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
It's the winter sport of ski joring. We'll show you the unique event that incorporates athleticism, Western culture, and art.
We're making sure that cats and dogs get good homes.
It's about more than getting strays off the streets. We'll show you how a local animal shelter is providing safety to some furry friends.
Every batch we make, someone tastes it, just make sure we don't have anything wrong with it.
BYU Creamery ice cream is a favorite for many Utah families. We'll take you inside the production facility and show you how it's made.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hair isn't just a style for a lot of people, it's a part of who they are. But for people of color in Utah, finding a stylist who really gets their hair type can be tough.
Universe Live reporter Abby Phelan Horsepool has the story of one local hairstylist who has a mission to make hair care more inclusive.
Today, I'm following Danielle Whitney from Provo to Lehigh as she brings her hair care business straight to her client.
Danielle Whitney noticed there weren't many hair care services for people of color when she moved to Utah from New York.
Whenever I went to a hair salon, I never knew if they could do my hair, or like I would feel like a problem, or I would feel like a burden because I had a lot of hair.
She decided to do something about it.
I knew that like braiders were needed here in Utah especially, but I didn't realize how fast it would pick up.
Today, Whitney is braiding Gertrude Yeatriff's hair into cornrows. Yeatriff says finding a good stylist in Utah has not been easy, so working with Whitney has been a game changer, especially since they're good friends.
It's always fun. We're like chatting, talking the entire time, really having fun, catching up, and then she's like, okay, I'm done. Like, how do you like it? Go look at it.
Yeatriff says there's nothing like the confidence boost of a new hairstyle.
You can go from having a really bad day and then you get your hair done and you're like, okay, yes, that's what I needed.
And that's exactly what Whitney wants for her clients. She says her business is about so much more than hair. It's about empowerment.
Whatever your hair is and whatever struggles or issues that you're having, to embrace it with like open arms and know that your hair is your story, your hair is your culture, your hair is you, and it makes you you.
Reporting for Universe Live in Utah County, I'm Abby Phelan Horsepool.
Thanks, Abby. Whitney continues to build her business and says she hopes to help more people love their natural hair.
Teen artists from all over Utah are getting their moment in the spotlight at the Springville Museum of Art. The museum's annual Utah All-State High School Art Show highlights everything from stained glass and paintings to photography and sculptures. A panel of judges selects and awards standout pieces. Head of Exhibitions and Programs, Allison Pinniger, says the show is a big deal for high school juniors and seniors. It gives them a chance to showcase their work in a professional museum.
It becomes a really important part of these young artists' careers, where it could be a turning point where they might say, I could actually pursue this professionally.
The show features more than 300 pieces from students at 100 Utah high schools. Those wanting to check out the exhibition can do so through March 21st.
The Orem Library recently hosted a special event where fans got an intimate look into the creative world of a talented indie pop artist and songwriter. Mindy Glenhill showcased her poetic lyrics and haunting melodies in front of hundreds of fans. This whimsical concert featured songs from her latest album titled The Phone Booth Sessions Volume 1. Though the album was written for Glenhill's younger self, the powerful lyrics on healing your inner child moved the audience.
It's this exchange of energy that happens. That's my favorite thing. It just feels like an experience we're all having together.
The event also featured a unique look into Glenhill's recording studio, which she set up in the library for the evening. Fans could check out each meaningful item in her eccentric collection. Every piece is a part of Glenhill's musical journey. Fans can look forward to Glenhill's upcoming project, Phone Booth Sessions Volume 2, which will be a reflection of her teenage years.
Cats and dogs are beloved pets, yet many of these treasured animals struggle to find themselves in a home in winter. Universe Live reporter Dylan Eubank takes us to a Utah County animal shelter where every paw counts.
All Paws Count is an animal rescue in a quaint part of Spanish Fork, Utah. This animal rescue is dedicated to providing every cat and dog in the community with their forever home. Employees and volunteers at All Paws Count say the work they do is very important and sets them apart from animal shelters.
We're not like selling stuff, you know, we're making sure that cats and dogs get good homes.
Many city and county governments fund these animal shelters and have a primary goal of keeping strays off the streets. Shelters will take in these animals and put them on a stray hold, which lasts for about 5 business days. After that, animal rescues like All Paws Count can step in, take the strays, and begin the adoption process. All Paws Count owner Heather Hone says this saves animals' lives because shelters can quickly fill up.
And if people don't adopt from the shelters or rescues don't pull from the shelters, they have to kill for space.
Rescues such as this one will take in these animals from the shelter or from members of the community. They make sure the animals get the medical care they need, spay and neuter them, and then put them up for adoption. Hone says this helps keep more stray animals off the streets.
I wish we were out of business. I wish we didn't have to exist.
Hone says nonprofits such as All Paws Count are always eager for people to adopt these animals, as they can only hold so many animals at a time. Reporting for Universe Live in Spanish Fork, I'm Dylan Eubank.
Staying active during a busy semester is not always easy, but BYU students have plenty of options to keep moving. The university offers fitness classes, intramural sports, and gym facilities to help students stay active. Student Wellness Center Programs Administrator Maya Kohler says that health goes beyond being physically fit. She says it's about finding a balance between time and priorities.
If you prioritize it towards the top, even though it doesn't always make sense to, I feel like a lot of other things fall into place.
The university also provides a free service where students can meet with wellness coaches. These coaches help students meet their wellness goals, whether it's physical, nutritional, or social. You can visit BYU Student Wellness Center in the Richards Building for more information about fitness resources.
You've seen dogs pulling a sled, but have you ever seen a horse pulling a skier?
Universe Live's Rebecca Tarbert takes us to Heber City to check out this exciting sport, ski joring. Rebecca?
Ski touring is a unique event that combines two things Utah is famous for, skiing and cowboys.
Peyton Hess' first time competing in a ski touring competition was also the first time she ever tried the sport.
This is my second time ever. Yesterday was my first, so it is so exciting to be a part of this.
Ski touring is a sport where a horse pulls a person on skis. Hess competed in a competition hosted by Ski Joring Utah in Heber. Here, participants try to ski through a course as fast as they can.
Having to go up and down the rope as you're running through the gates to figure out how much slack to have versus not to have was the most challenging part.
Hess is originally from Texas. She started skiing regularly when she moved to Utah. The competition was open to ski drawers of all levels, from novice to advanced. Maverick Fox competes in the advanced level. He says his favorite part of the event is the adrenaline rush.
When I was out there, especially on my last run, I really felt it. I love that adrenaline. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Despite the cold weather, large crowds of people came to Heber, Utah today to watch and participate in ski joring. Reporting for Universe Live, I'm Rebecca Tarbett.
I've got my skis. Anyone with a horse want to team up with me for next year's competition?
I'll get a horse. Ice cream from the BYU Creamery is a favorite among many Utah County families.
We get our milk from holy cows because it's the church's cows.
Find out what the secret ingredient is that makes BYU Creamery ice cream so tasty.
Video gaming is big business, but the pastime doesn't have to break the bank. We'll introduce you to a place where games only cost a few cents.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Good morning, Uglyville!
Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
I got it!
Hi.
Can you help me?
I got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Because of you, I felt not alone in this world. And you let me know that it only takes one person to make you feel wanted.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Celebrity chef Bobby Flay has just opened a new burger spot at the University Place Mall in Orem. The restaurant is called Bobby's Burgers, named after the Food Network star. The new franchise replaced the Cinnabon Cold Stone shared space at the entrance of the mall. Customers rave about the burgers and onion rings. Franchise owner Joe Sample says there's a vision behind Bobby's Burgers.
They call it Flay for All, so Bobby Flay for all, for everyone. So most people can't go to a Bobby Flay restaurant. They can't afford it, they can't get to it. This is a way to get a Bobby Flay experience for everybody. It's so much more approachable.
Some fan favorites have been the Dark Chocolate Milkshake and the Palace Classic Burger. Sample and his team plan to open 8 more Bobby's Burgers locations throughout Utah, with the next opening in Holiday this August. Bobby Flay plans to visit the Orem location in just a few weeks.
A favorite all throughout Utah County and beyond, many people rave about the BYU Creamery ice cream. Ever wonder how it's made and packaged? I took a behind-the-scenes tour to get the inside scoop on the process.
I'm currently standing in front of about 300 gallons of ice cream mix, ready to be turned into what might be your favorite flavor of ice cream at the BYU Creamery. Let's go take a closer look at how it's made. The dairy used in BYU Creamery products comes from a farm in Alberta, Utah, owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
We get our milk from holy cows because it's the church's cows.
Ice creams start as either a base of vanilla, as seen here, or as a chocolate base. Then workers add flavoring to taste.
Every batch we make, someone tastes it, just make sure we don't have anything wrong with it.
As the ice cream freezes, machines mix in air, making the frozen treat scoopable. An automated machine then pumps the ice cream through a series of pipes into cartons for packaging. Machines can be helpful, but also cause some problems. If the ice cream does not stop pumping when it's supposed to, it can become a delicious creamy mess.
BYU's ice cream, the secret is it has 14% milk fat.
While most other brands contain between 8 and 12%. A worker then takes the packaged ice cream cartons, loads them into crates, and stores them in the freezer. Here, the workers package the ice cream manually, giving them the flexibility to switch between packaging cartons and the big 5-gallon buckets. It also allows them to add mix-in to flavors like this churro caramel connections. On average, this facility produces about 5,000 to 7,000 gallons of ice cream each week before the ice cream
ends up right here in the BYU Creamery, among other places. But hey, the more you know. Reporting for Universe Live at the BYU Creamery, I'm Dara Layton.
Consumer reports show more than half of homes in the U.S. have one video game console, but that has not stopped one Orem arcade from keeping its doors open. Nickel City sits along State Street in Orem. The arcade features a range of classic games like skee-ball, pinball, and Pac-Man. People say the experience is not only fun and socially interactive, but also inexpensive. Plus, it's a great place for kids.
I love to get out of the house. I think it's so fun, and this is a good, cheap place to go where I can also interact with him.
Gone are the days of shoving quarters into a slot to start games. Players now load money onto cards and tickets are digital. While new video game graphics and unlocking new levels excites many people, some people still enjoy the hands-on experience of arcades.
We'll be right back.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
My twin brother Jacob has an autism spectrum disorder. He didn't have any friends as a result. It broke my heart. That was the inspiration behind my nonprofit Score a Friend. Educating people to include people with differences is so important because when Jacob's included, he feels like he can succeed in life and he feels like he actually has a purpose.
Where's Tommy? I thought he was with you. No. Jack. Tommy? Oh.
Don't stop. Keep playing. Here we go. Here's the fun part.
Encouragement. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life.
A police officer saves a dog from an icy situation.
And the dramatic rescue is caught on camera in New Jersey. A goose-chasing dog ran too far on a partially frozen lake and fell in. Luckily for the border collie named Taffy, a police officer was nearby and sprang into action. The rescue of the dog was caught on camera. You can see the officer crawl across the thin ice and then plunge into the water to reach the dog. The officer was able to pull the pup to safety. Now that's what you call a doggone good officer.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
For more information on our stories or to share them with your friends, check out our website at universe.byu.edu.